What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Just Knock Smith channel, and if you're new here, go ahead, get down below, click that subscribe button. I have a 20-inch lifted F250 6.0 Powerstroke, and if you're clicking on this video, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button down below. If you click on this video, you either already have a 6.0, you're a new 6.0 owner, or you may even just be on the market looking for a diesel pickup truck. And the 03 through 07 F250 that is equipped with, of course, the 6.0 Powerstroke. So like I said, you're going to want to click that subscribe button down below. Make sure to hit that bell as well so then you get notified whenever I post a new video. We're constantly doing all kinds of 03 through 07 F250 stuff here on the channel. I've got older videos talking about my lift kit. We've got older videos installing the lift kit. We've got videos changing stuff on the suspension. We've got a few videos talking about stuff with the motor. We haven't got into the motor part of the build just yet. As soon as we get everything with the interior and the lift kit finished up, then that's when I'm going to actually start working on the motor. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing a turbo, injectors, studs, etc. And we're going to be doing a full documentary on that. So we're going to be going over pricing and what all that costs whenever I do it, and the whole 9 yards, guys. But let's go ahead and get into this video. So underneath the hood here, I have a 6.0 Powerstroke, obviously. That's why you clicked on this video. Now, is this like in order, the top 5 mods? No. But I'll do a video like that in the future. I've already done a video on like what to look for whenever you're buying a 6.0. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to call this video. But we're going to be going over 5 mods that after I've owned 3 6.0s, I would highly recommend doing these 5 mods as soon as you get your truck or if you already have your truck. So the first mod is right here. And you may be looking wondering what? But it's actually back here, and it goes all the way to the turbo on the truck. That is a 5-inch exhaust. I would highly recommend getting rid of the catalytic converter and getting rid of the muffler. You're going to lower your EGTs. It's going to sound better. I more or less maybe received a little bit of throttle response. I feel like it helped that. And then of course it's just healthier on the engine not having that catalytic converter or any restrictions. Whenever you have a diesel pickup truck, you want the exhaust gases to get out. They're going to go from the motor out as quick as possible, nothing restricting it. So that's going to in long term help your motor stay healthy. The second mod that I would recommend doing whenever you get your truck, if it isn't already done, because a lot of the 6.0s out on the market, you've got to think these trucks are over 10 years old now. So a lot of these mods that need done may already be done to the truck. But the second mod that we're going to talk about is deleting the EGR valve. So you're going to go, and it's popping up on the screen right now, that's what you need to delete. And there's many kits that can do this, and there's many shops that can do this. It's just going to help the motor run cooler, and in term, heat is never a good thing with an engine. So the cooler that you can get your motor to run and the cooler that you can get those EGTs, EGTs are pretty much the life of a diesel truck, along with filtration and other things, but that's one of the main things that is really good. If you can lower or make that run cooler or just be cooler in general, that's going to help your motor last longer. So moving on to number 3, the third thing that I would do is the blue spring mod. If you're not going to go ahead and do like a fuel pump or a lift pump or a regulated return, I haven't done one of those on the truck just yet, but whenever I do one of those, I will be making a video on that. But that's going to prolong the life of your injectors, so you really want to get that blue spring mod done, and you can do that yourself in your driveway. I need to do a video on that. I already have it on this truck, but I need to actually just like put another kit in or take it apart just to show you guys how that works and do a video on that. But there are many videos on YouTube on how to install the blue spring upgrade, and that's pretty much just changing out a spring in the fuel pressure regulator underneath the hood, and then that's going to optimize the PSI that goes to your injectors, therefore not starving your injectors of fuel pressure, and that's going to help your injectors last longer. Definitely something if you have over 150,000 miles and that's not been done yet and you want to make those injectors last even longer, or if you've replaced them and you still have the factory spring, you want to go ahead and do that, especially for the higher mileage guys out there wanting to extend the life of their injectors. Going on to the fourth thing that I would recommend doing, I don't ever really see a lot of people talking about this, but this is one thing that I would recommend as far as drivability goes and all of that with your truck. Some people experience like a death wobble or just like bump steer, anything like that, and 90% of the time that's going to be your track bar. So the track bar is what actually centers the axle, and normally it's going to mount right here, but from where I have a lift kit it's a little bit different, but you're still going to understand this. So the track bar mounts right here to the axle, and it goes up to the track bar bracket on the frame, and that's what holds your axle straight. So there's normally a ball joint right here, and a lot of the times that ball joint will actually wear out, and people think that it's their tie rod ends, or they think it's their drag link, or they think that they need steering stabilizers. And sometimes you can add those things and that will help the issue. But normally the issue lies right here in the track bar ball joint. So I would highly recommend getting a new track bar ball joint. Usually the bushing is good. The bushings last a lot longer than the ball joints do. Or if you want to spend the extra money, they do make a couple of track bars. And for this video, I'll keep it, normally at a minimal lift height. My truck's at 20 inches of lift, so I'm not going to link anything down below for that, as most of this stuff is all custom made. But I will link below a new track bar ball joint in the description box down below, and I will also link, if you would like to not only replace that ball joint but would actually like to upgrade it and make it stronger, you can go to the heim joint track bar, and I will include a link to that track bar below as well. And this goes all the way up to 2016 F150s and newer. You can always upgrade that to a heim joint track bar. So I will link that in the description box down below. Be sure to check that out and use that link. It really helps out the channel a lot. Okay guys, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up and make this one a kind of quick video. The fifth mod that I would recommend, I know that we've talked about a lot of stuff to help the life of the motor, and we've talked about things that are functional, and this really isn't functional, but at the end of the day we still want our trucks to look good. And all the way from 99 through 2016, the beds are all pretty much the same, so you could actually put a newer bed on your truck. But what I'm going to go ahead and get into that's a lot cheaper of an option is the tailgate. So you can actually, this is off of a 2008 F250, and the only thing that I had to change was just the bracket right here, which I'll show you. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see this because I don't have good lighting in here, but there's a bracket right here that the tailgate mounts to, and pretty much you're going to get that bracket off of your parts truck that you get the tailgate off of. And other than that, this tailgate bolts right on and is exactly the same, so you can just have it painted at your local body shop, or you can even paint it. And then the rear end of this truck looks a whole lot newer and a whole lot nicer. And that goes as well for my next up, I guess kind of like a bonus sixth mod, would be the rear bumper. So this rear bumper is also off of the same 2008 F250. And this goes all the way up to 2016. So any 08 through 16 is going to look exactly like this. In 2011, they actually added a line right here. So if you see it where it has two lines instead of just the bottom line, that means that it's off of an 11 or newer. So the tailgates bolt right on as long as you have that bracket, which you'll be able to get that bracket whenever you buy it off the parts truck. Or you could probably order it online. And then of course the rear bumper, and this is something that you don't really have to get OEM. You can actually buy these replacement bumpers for like 250 bucks. So I'll go ahead and link one of those down below as well on where you can pick up one of these bumpers. I'll go ahead and put a complete primered one in case you want to paint match it, and then I'll also put a link down to a chrome one if I can find one, in case you want to do chrome, like if your truck already has a chrome front bumper. And that's just a really cool mod that I think that all of these 6.0 F250s can do. I know this was a quick video, and there are a lot of mods that these trucks need that can save you thousands of dollars in the future. And as far as stuff for looks, obviously that's not going to save you any money in the future. But like I said, we all care about what the truck looks like at the end of the day, and we want it to look the best that we can possibly get it because we spend our hard-earned money on it. So you definitely want it to look good as well as perform. So I'm going to do more of these videos in the future, probably just 5 mods at a time as I get time to film and edit these videos. But that's going to be all. Like I said, I would really appreciate it if you all get down below and click that subscribe button. And also drop this video a thumbs up and leave a comment on a mod. You may help somebody else out in the comments. That's what we're here for, just trying to help out the diesel community. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be all for today's video. Always remember, like I say at the end of every single video, everybody starts out as a nobody, and I will see you all in the next one. Hope this helps somebody. Peace.